charger for a phone I already had to see if I could get it to go live so I could actually go live, because my iPhone is creating some kind of background noise. It's like a white noise, and you can't hear a thing. And I don't know why. I've tried everything I know to do, or other people have even tried, David and Stormtrooper, and we've tried everything, and nothing helped. So the solution was just to get a different phone, and so that's what we're trying out now to see if I can get it to work. We did have another phone that I used for the auction, however, it wouldn't let me rotate. So this one seems to let me rotate. What do you know? A cheap track phone from Walmart. Look, look at that pretty girl coming. Woo, woo. There's a Patriot right there. Hey. We're testing out this phone for live.
What y'all doing?
Look, it let me go landscape, which is really good sign.
Cool. That's good.
And so far, it seems to let me go live. So, do I have it solved? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? However, the next key is, how on earth do I view the chat? I need a pro here. There we go. All right, somebody say something so I can see if... Thank you, Crystal. It did show up. Yep, chat's even working. All right, so we got landscape working. We got chat working. Is there a sound? Or can you hear me? Is there a white noise sound? Or can you hear me? Except for the cold I've got. The white noise might be my snotty nose. Not sure. Just kidding. Okay, she says it sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, Crystal.
I miss her.
Man,
she's awesome.
I hate that I was sick the day y'all went to church with her. That has haunted me and haunted me.
We had been, hitting it hard.
We had been hitting it really hard.
Yeah, and Sundays is the rest day.
Yeah, but my disease causes me to sometimes go flat on my back, and it won't let me get up. And that was just one of those days that my body said,
we worked you hard, so
we're not getting up today. And
I'm used to all that.
Yeah. Well, we've worked pretty hard this week too. We did good.
The 2 shirts that was laying here.
Yes, still out there. Yeah, it's on the table.
Are they Leslie's? Whose are they?
I have no idea why they're out there. I didn't put them there. However, I did put a couple auction items. Crystal, the auction went great. They did really well with that, so we're tickled that they did so well. The garage sale did really well. Well, it did pretty good. We didn't sell everything, but we sold, I'd say, close to 3/4 or 2/3, maybe 2/3 what we had out there.
You did.
And then,
pretty good.
so
what you had here, everybody was very interested in what you had, so it made a big difference. And
to not have any clothes or any toys.
Cutting the auction items off at 20, that helped quite a bit to be able to keep everybody more involved about what we actually had on the tables, instead of them trying to say, well, what number was what number was
right. It was easier to keep up with, wasn't it? Yeah, so we're liking the limiting the auction item number to 20 rather than trying to do auction 40 and 50 things at a time.
And that just depends on how many items we get.
It does.
Also, so but that made a big difference.
Yeah, that was much easier for the people doing the auction to have it at 20 rather than 40 and 50.
We was able to keep 3 streams going too.
That's true.
Just the one.
That's true.
Being able to taking bids on 20 items is a lot easier than taking bids on 50.
That's right.
So.
And for the host out there, let me give you an idea. For me, wanting to help 1776, I don't have a lot of funds that I would love to be able to just give a big donation, but I don't have that. So what I did is I took the money that I could spare and I started watching Marketplace, and I started watching sales from different places. And Amazon, I know everybody doesn't love Amazon, but I watched something that I was interested in, which was that purse, the studded purse. Um, Everybody loved my flag purse that I have, and so I started watching Amazon for a sale. And lo and behold, they did. The little crossover concealed carry went on sale, normally $50, and it went on sale for $25. So I grabbed that, and I knew that would be a good auction item. And then I watched Marketplace, and like that ammo box, $5. $5. I know. I'm giving you host ideas. I mean, it's worth 150 easy, but I'm giving you ideas of how to
Come up with the auction.
come up with auction items for them for little money, but it becomes big money for
Yeah,
them.
but you know, summertime's on its way, and auctions may go by the wayside for a little bit. Maybe we'll get some outside tournament games going or something like that to be able to raise funds also, and start getting the kids out and get them out of the house and
Right.
get them involved in some of the yard games, and get out there and get
Yep.
some exercise. We'll see.
I think it'd be
Weather's
cool to
getting
have
nicer.
different fun tournaments.
Definitely
And
looking at cornhole tournaments. I know a lot of folks are active in the horseshoes and the cornhole, and can't very well do a horseshoe pit because tearing up the yards or whatever. But we can do cornhole. So
yeah.
and then even getting out, getting the kids playing Red Rover, Red Rover.
Crystal says hi, Kentucky.
Hey, girl, miss you. Peace,
Email.
freedom,
Kitty.
freedom.
My kitty says hi. He's got a wonky ear. Have you ever read the book called The Wonky Donkey? He's the
Oh, I
wonky
remember
kitty.
I got somebody on the video read that.
Read The Wonky Donkey.
Yeah.
He's the wonky kitty. He's got a wonky ear. She's not my cat. She lives down the street. However, she's been here for a year. she's adopted me. And I'm not a cat fan, and I think she knows that. Therefore, she is like forcing herself on me. I don't care for cats much. I don't like cat hair, and I don't like cat pee. That's the problem. However, I feed her. And however, I have found her a home because she needs, let me switch this around. She needs vetting for that ear. She got into a fight with another cat, and she disappeared. Well, I can't get it flipped back around. Sorry, y'all. Oh, there we go. She got into a cat fight and got her ear involved. Then it became a hematoma, and it got infected. And so I wrapped her up like a burrito, held her down, sliced it, drained it all out, cleaned it all up, put antibiotic ointment on it, and literally within 2 days, it was back to the same exact thing. Big, swollen, infected all over again. So I did it again, rolled her up, opened that little cut, drained it all out. Mind you, she was not happy about any of this. She was not compliant at all. So when I let her go that time and she took off, she was gone for almost 2 weeks. So I don't know where she went, unless she went back home or where she went. When she came back, the hematoma had come back at some point, and by this time it had calcified. And so it was this hard, big lump on the flap of her ear, which is blocking now her ear canal. So her ear canal gets corroded with all this nastiness, and I'm still having to hold her down and dig all that out of her ear. And so we're dealing now with continual ear infections. So she needs to be vetted. I'm pretty sure it's going to require removal of her ear, the outside. I can't really afford that. So I had a friend of mine named Tammy who actually came to the seminar last night, and she has offered to take in the cat. Her name is Apple. Little girl down the street named her. So she's offered to take in Apple and keep her. And she would be an indoor cat, and she would vet her. So I'm gonna let Tammy go ahead and take her. I've somewhat grown attached to her a little bit. This is probably the first cat I've ever really kind of liked, but it's for the best that she go with somebody who can afford the vetting, and she is vaccinated. I managed to do that, but I can't afford this surgery, and she is fixed, so we got that done. Anyway, so she'll get a new home. So, but we just wanted to test out this live stream to try to get something working properly. So we don't have the mayhem that we had Saturday. I'm so sorry. Or, yeah, Saturday. It was just, I could not get my iPhone to work. Then I went and got this cheap blue phone. It's called BLU, and managed to get it working. However, the battery, as soon as I went live, the battery literally started draining. It was like, how can you go from 100% to 70% in less than 5 minutes? And so it was clear that this battery was not good. And so I hooked it up to the only extension cord I could find, which was about maybe 2 feet, 3 feet long. It was the shortest extension cord in the world, and had my phone cord hooked to it, which the phone cord itself was only like 6 inches long. I mean, it was just like I'm having to carry around the plug to the extension cord because it keeps kind of unplugged, and it was just insanity. So the Lord worked it out where Anne actually gave me this phone in North Carolina, and I was able to find it. I couldn't find the charger, so Anne went and got a charger for it. We got it charged up, and now we're testing it out to make sure that it will work. Excuse me, I've got a cold. That it'll work from now on. So I'll be able to live stream our flag waves and live stream, what all we're doing. And I do have a, stick thing that actually will attach like to my walker or my wheelchair, so I won't have to actually carry the thing. It has this bendable neck on it, and so it's super handy. Y'all, I went to this J6 convention over in Mobile. It was 6 hours long. I literally had it hooked up and filmed live the whole thing for 6 hours. I had it hooked up to on my iPhone, the one that is wonky. Filmed the whole thing for 6 hours. I was the only one live streaming because I was up close to the speakers, whereas the other live streamers were way back in the back. I know you did, Crystal. And you couldn't hear anything. Once I downloaded it, let it load onto YouTube, I went back and tried to listen to it. Couldn't hear anything because of the white noise. Whatever that white noise is, it drowned out all the speakers that I had just recorded. And I was so devastated because so many people had asked me my YouTube name because they wanted to come back and watch it. Yeah, but once I recorded it, once I downloaded it to YouTube, I'm glad that you could hear it fine on the live though. So those that watched it live did get to hear it. Oh, sorry, I dropped you. Sorry.
Look, you're
But
more blooms on.
But the ones that went back to watch it, that were actually there, that wanted to go back, they couldn't hear anything. So I am hoping on this test that it will prove to work well now, and we'll go from there. I've just got to figure out how to go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I really wish David Valentine would make a trip down to Mississippi just to train me. Really, David, really. Hey, Stormtrooper, boy,
maybe we make a trip up to see them.
Yeah.
Go trip.
Yeah. Well, I need them there like now. Could you come now, Storm? I'll find you a place. You can have my room. I'll sleep out here on the porch. Hey, if you'll come and get me going on live stream so I can, keep up with what we're doing. I'm just kidding, but we'll get it worked out. The Lord's in control. He's gonna have His will. He's doing what we want Him to do. We're following Him, so for sure we'll get this live stream figured out. So anyway, I was just testing it out, just letting y'all know what's going on and why everything was so wonky on Saturday with the live stream. And then I misunderstood. I don't know what I was thinking, other than I was in so much pain through that auction. I was pouring sweat. I could hardly breathe. We had done the yard sale. We had prepared for it Friday. Then I was up at 6:30, and then we got out here, and I had worked this yard sale with everybody, putting stuff out and all of that. And by the time it was done, I was very, very aware that my disease was in full tact. So it was mad at me. And so come time for the auction, I was in a lot of pain. And so I couldn't stand there. It was killing me to just stand there and film. And so Ann had to take over. And so then I came back and tried it again. And I have got
fix
to.
supper.
Huh?
And fix supper.
Yeah, well, it's a.
And you fix supper.
And I fixed supper, right. Oh, by the way, the supper, all I did was boil shrimp. However, after I boiled the shrimp, you only boil shrimp for 5 minutes. You don't want to leave shrimp more than, once it turns good and pink, it's out. Don't leave shrimp sitting in water because it gets mushy and you can't peel it. It's disgusting. Well, I did that, got the shrimp out, and then I had the corn on the cob in and mushrooms, put them in the water, turned it on, and got busy with the auction and forgot about the corn. So I say that we had cream style corn on the cob. Yeah, cream style corn on the cob. Can you have cream style? We did. It was like eating crab boil. It didn't even taste like corn anymore. It was soft. It was mushy. It tastes like, they ate it. I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to hurt my feelings. But the mushrooms that were in it had absorbed so much crab boil. Man, you didn't even have to get it in your mouth and your tongue started burning. It was crazy. It was like, you just put it towards your mouth and you're already wanting to take a drink. You could just smell how hot it was going to taste. And so I had people, oh man, that mushrooms. So yeah, so of all the cooking I did, the only thing that turned out was shrimp. So it's like, Ma cooked, made the coleslaw and potato salad, and my dad
cookies,
and she made cookies, and my dad fried the fish. Thank goodness. Imagine how I would have screwed that up. You hear that?
Got a frog over there.
Can y'all hear that? Oh, we quit since I said that. It was something squeaking at me.
That's a frog.
It was a frog.
Doing that out there at 3:00 in the morning. It's like he's gonna go out there with a shotgun and shut them up.
They're camping out. We have a right next to my property. It slopes down, and so there's a bridge right there with a little stream running through. Swampy. It's really more swamp than anything else. But they're camped right on the edge of the woods that lead to that swampy area. And it is packed of frogs. There is frogs, millions of frogs.
Tree frogs, man. They make more noise.
Lots of tree frogs.
I gotta listen to bullfrogs.
Lots of tree frogs. And
because they get to singing at each other. Them tree frogs, they're just
the tree frogs start serenading Kentucky at 3:00 in the morning every morning. So, and they're all together in sync. Whack, 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 whack. So she's like, I hate the frogs.
The only thing I don't like about Mississippi is the frogs.
We got a lot of frogs.
You're a lot. It was the pet gator. I didn't even know he was there, 2 foot from my tent. And I thought it was Joe. He had said something to me. I turned around and he was over there.
Yeah.
And the noise was coming from right there.
That's funny.
Turn the light on the phone. It's a gator.
Oh my goodness.
There he goes, walking along until he realized we was following him. Then he hunkered down like he was gonna get us. And I said, I'm leaving him be.
That's all she wrote.
The next day, he was laying down there in the ditch down there down from the campground. He camped out down there all day, and I'm thinking, nobody feeds him.
Right? Right?
Move
Hope
on.
nobody lets their
Move
little dog
on.
loose. Yeah. Hope nobody lets their dog loose.
Come to find out, he's the resident gator.
Nice,
He's been around
nice.
there for a while. Don't
Right?
bother nobody, but yeah,
Right.
nobody's probably bothered him either.
Right?
But good thing he's down there around the equine area instead of up there around the kiddos. So.
I'd rather do that one gator than those 3 million frogs. So
Oh, no
it's just-
doubt. I'll deal with the gator. I can sleep inside my tent with the gator outside my tent. I can't sleep inside my tent with the frogs.
Y'all get Kentucky's frog impression.
Bum bum. Bum bum diggity.
It was too funny. Mississippi frogs.
I had to say diggity today. Bum bum diggity.
Bum bum diggity.
Now Ma says it's bum bum diggity.
Yeah, Ma changed her name to Bum Bum Diggity.
Instead of this is how legends are named. Bum bum.
Bum
Now
Bum.
it's bum bum diggity.
They keep me in stitches. Do you hear me? I mean, like cracking up, like almost peed laughing all the time, cracking up. It's like, thank you, Depends. Thank you God for making Depends. No, I'm just kidding. Sort of.
Well, I bet they make a lot of money. Whoever thought about that idea.
Yeah, I was a pretty smart person to make underwear that absorbs pee for old folks like me that pee when they laugh, cough, sneeze, stump their toe, talk, breathe. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Sort of.
I'm not.
Sort of. Maybe, maybe not. It's
It's after dark.
Yeah, it's an after dark. Anyway,
Oh, the struggles.
yeah. So anyway, we're having a good time here. Everything's going good.
Working hard.
So far, I have loved having them here. They are so respectful of my property. They are so good and have helped me in every which way. They, are not obtrusive. They're nothing like that. They're nothing. I have loved having them here. And if they would live here, I would probably be very happy.
Being here.
Huh?
We've been
Good,
being here.
Good. Just fantastic people.
You still have another 2 weeks of us, so keep that in mind.
I'll keep you forever if you'd stay.
We got a week, and then you'll have a week break, and then we'll be
Yeah.
back.
But I have loved having them here. I love every one of them so much. And if I have my way, which I'm trying, I'm going to be traveling with them. If I can work it out, it might be in a
She's getting
tent.
District 4 going, so she may be able to enjoy a little vacay.
Right? I have to find somebody here to kind of take over things as much as they can, so that I can go run with them and help
County
them.
leads. You gotta get them county
Yeah,
leads
I
in.
need some county leads. So I'll get them set up and work on that. And then maybe by then I can find me a good tent and pack it up in my Pathfinder and hit the road, Jack. So we'll see how it goes. It just depends on God. Whatever he wants me to do, I'm willing. But I'm praying he wants me to go with him because it's fun. And it feels fulfilling and it feels satisfying and you just feel great doing something for country. And anyway, so we are going to have a little powwow here and do some praying and then hit the sack because we got a long day tomorrow. We have 2 flag waves tomorrow in Ocean Springs. Both are on major highways, so they're going to be very busy highways. We're going to be doing a lot of waving, hopefully a lot of talking to people. That would be amazing. And but bringing the patriotic spirit back, letting people know they're not alone, and praying that they will stop and let us talk to them.
Educate, activate, motivate.
Yeah. So that we can do all that and change the way this country's headed. So all we can do is the very best that we can, and we're doing that.
It's all God's path.
So So anyway, love you guys. Thank you, Crystal, for helping me out and let me know that everything was okay. And I wish you were here with us. I really do. It would be amazing to have you here. All right, girl. Good night. We'll catch you later.
Just give you a bit